Hi guys, Nat from Prospect here. We're going to talk about the Arctic Icepacks. These are designed to be used instead of ice in your icebox. They're going to stay cold twice as long as normal ice for the same amount of volume, which is pretty great. These Arctic Icepacks will actually freeze to -20, but considering you've got a household freezer, it'll probably freeze to -15 at the best. Now, be aware, you want to put your goods in the icebox already pre-chilled. Here we have a few different sizes just to show you. We've got the 3.5, the 2.4 and the 900 gram Arctic Ice Pack. So be careful, you don't want to hold these too long because they will freeze your fingers and they're pretty chilly. But like I said, put your items in cold. Make sure you don't leave much empty space. So if you do have any empty space, put a few towels down, make sure there's no air, because obviously air is actually harder to cool down than an item that's already cold. Right, easy as that. Arctic Ice Packs, they're the way to go. Just don't mix ice with these. You just want to be using these by themselves. Alright guys, we're going to see how long the Arctic Ice Challenge is going to last. So we're going to check this icebox every day, see how long they last until they're all fully melted. So this is day 1. Fully frozen after several days in the freezer. They've been freezing at -20. Alright guys, day 2 of the Arctic Ice Challenge. These are still hard as a rock. I mean, that's awesome. Look, just a little bit of melting in the corner there. Alright, the little one's starting to melt slowly, but still a hard rock inside. Yeah, this big beastie's still frozen solid. So doing well. We'll check back in tomorrow. Alright, so I have a confession to make. We did miss day 3, unfortunately. We were a little busy. But day 4 of the Arctic Ice Challenge, we've got the 2.4. Now that is mostly melted, but it actually has got a chunk of ice just there, so that's doing quite well. And it's still freezing cold. The little 900 gram, that is fully defrosted now, but still holding its cold. And I must admit, this is actually taken out for about 2 hours for use on the store floor after a little incident, so that's doing quite well. And the big 3.5, now that is still actually quite solid on the inside. There's a big solid block there, so you can actually see that. It's a bit rounded. So about half of that is melted, but the other half is still solid. And that is still really cold. Now, this is worst case scenario. Obviously, it is an empty icebox, so it's trying to cool down air, which is not what you're going to be doing when you're having it at home, obviously. So that's pretty good after 4 days. We'll touch base tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers. Hi guys, day 5 of the Ice Pack Challenge. Let's have a look. This is still cold as a refrigerator. That is chilly as. Obviously, the smallest pack is fully melted now, but that's still retaining its cold. The 2.4 fully melted, and the 3.5, let's have a look. Yeah, okay, that one's fully melted too now, but that is still chilly as. That's actually still as cold as a refrigerator. Yeah, no, it's doing quite well. So 5 days, that's the tops you'll get in an empty icebox, depending on obviously how many you have inside and the size of your icebox. But that's quite a good option, guys. Have a good one. Signing out, Prospect.